What's up, everybody? First and foremost, I want to thank you for downloading the 5-minute guide to getting started with Facebook Live. Today, we're going to be talking about what's inside my Facebook Live studio. I've been getting a lot of good comments from people that are saying, Eric, the quality of your videos look really good. The lights look great. You look really confident on camera. How are you doing that stuff? So in this video, I want to show you some of the tools that I use, some of the softwares that I use, some of the techniques that I use that you can implement in your own videos today. Now, I first off want to share that what I'm about to teach you and what I'm going to be talking about tonight has taken me well over a year to learn, and I'm by no means an expert, but one thing that I have been very good at is learning from people who are very good at what I'm trying to do and just trying to emulate exactly what they're doing so that I can replicate that and do it in my own life, right? So I first started with Facebook Lives about a year ago, and anytime I would shoot a video, it would come from my phone. So it would, the quality would be crappy and I wouldn't really know exactly what to talk about, or it wouldn't look good. I wasn't confident, right? I didn't really know what I was doing. But now that I've been doing it for a little while and got some experience with it, that's what I want to share with you guys today. So along with the guide that you got, so what we're going to be talking about is the tools that I use, the technology, the software to make these videos look really good, right? Because if you're going to engage in making some Facebook Live content for yourself, you want it to look good. And if it doesn't, more than likely people are not going to watch it. So first and foremost, the number one thing that I want to share with you first off is the software that I use. So this is Ecamm Live. So this is for Mac users only. There are other versions for PC. There's tons of other softwares out there that you can use to live stream, right? So the benefit of using Ecamm Live is that not only does it stream live to Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and I'm sure some other places as well, but it also records your content. So after this video is done, I've got a recorded copy of it that I can use to put on YouTube or anywhere else that I want to, that I can save and I can keep and I can edit it and I can upload it wherever I'd like to again, which is a very cool feature. You can't do that from your phone. So if you shoot a Facebook Live from your phone, you shoot it once and that's it, right? So being able to record this software has been really cool for me, right? So the cool thing about Ecamm is that it's literally like 20 or 25 bucks a month, right? It's very cheap software to use. When I first started studying the different types of softwares and the different types of tools that I could use to live stream, the first one I ran across was Wirecast, right? And I was instantly attracted to it because it was the most expensive, right? I thought, well, if it's the most expensive, it has to be the best. So it was like $400 or $500. So I was on the fence for it for a while. Like, should I get it? Should I not? And I ended up buying it, right? And now that I look back, I regret buying that because I found this simple software that I've been using that gives me just as good as results, if not better. Right? So the first thing you're going to need, the first thing you're going to want to know about is what type of software are you going to use for your live streams? Again, you can shoot straight from your phone, but just because you shoot straight from your phone doesn't mean your video quality is going to look this good. It doesn't mean you're going to be able to get images that look really clean, that people really compliment you about. One of the biggest compliments I get on these videos is it looks really clean. Like, how does it look so clean and it's a live video? Just because most of the time live videos look like crap. It's the software that I use. So definitely this is something you'll want to consider if you're going to be serious about live streaming, is what software are you going to use to capture all of the movement and all the different pieces that's going on. So next up on the list, we've got, and this is overkill right here, we've got a camera, right? So this is the camera that I'm using right now for my live stream. It's the Canon EOS R mirrorless camera, right? I've got a 24mm lens on it. So it's a really nice lens. It's a really nice camera. It's a really expensive setup, but the truth is it's a little bit overkill, right? It's shooting in 1080p footage. So it's not like I'm shooting in 4K high definition resolution, even though I have the capabilities to, but I want this stream to look really good. And I want it to have no delays, and I just want it to look the best I can. So I've had no trouble recording in 1080p. So I also have right here a webcam. Right, so this is just a simple Logitech webcam, shoots in 1080p, shoots in 60 frames per second. I've used it on my streams before and it looks really, really clean. I think I paid like $40 for this. I bought it used off of somebody off the Facebook Marketplace, and I hooked it up and it looks really, really good, right? And the camera definitely plays a big role in the quality of the image that you're able to capture. And again, if you're shooting from your phone, like my phone has a 4K camera on it. So should my phone look 4K? I can tell you there's a huge difference between a phone and then if you're trying to record from like your laptop or a computer, if you have a webcam that's installed like inside of your MacBook, like it's crap. And if you've ever looked at it before, you know that it's crap. So again, you can stream from your desktop, you can stream from your laptop or your MacBook, but again, a step up would definitely be a webcam. And if you want to take it 2 or 3 steps up, you can take a look at getting the Canon EOS R. And the only reason I have the Canon EOS R that I shoot with is because it has a clean HDMI output, right? And that one thing right there, it took me like 2 months to learn what the heck is a clean HDMI output. Right, so that's something you'll want to study a little bit more about because there are some cameras that do not have a clean HDMI output. Therefore, if you try to run an HDMI out into your computer, you're going to get all those little, you're going to get like the focus bars and all the battery light and all that stuff on there, and you just want to keep that off there. So before that, I shot with the Canon 80D for a long time, and I was able to hook my Canon 80D up and shoot live streams with that as well. And again, is it absolutely a requirement? No. But does it look good and help your streams look the best that they can? Absolutely yes, right? So number 3 on the list, we've got a tripod, right? This is a cheap tripod. It's $23. You can get this shipped to your door overnight from Amazon for 25 bucks. Why is a tripod important? Because again, have you ever watched a Facebook video of someone trying to record themselves and on the video, they're just like, they're all over the place and they're up here and then they're down here and it just looks like crap. So again, if you can set your stream up to look really good on a tripod where you've got a nice angle where you're at your eye height and you're just looking directly into the camera, it just looks really good. Right. So that's one thing you'll want to invest in as well is getting you a decent tripod. Again, tripods start out really cheap and they can go up to several $100s. So however much you want to spend, you can get you a tripod there as well. Moving on, we've got lights, right? So again, one of the biggest compliments that I get on my setup is, Eric, it looks really good. It's because of the lights that I use, right? I'm not just lit by like a light bulb in my room or just like random lights. Like I have lights positioned in a way that makes me look the best that I can, right? So back behind me, I've got key lights, right? Or no, these are backlights back here. So, and what these do is they just light up my shoulders a little bit, light up my big, huge head right here, but it's just enough to separate me from the background, which makes the image look really good. I have a really big dome light in front of me that's giving me some nice light. It's some soft light. If you look at these right here, these little boxes, these go over these lights, and what them are able to do is it diffuses the light so that it looks soft, so that it gives you a much softer image. Like if a light's really hard and there's lots of shadows, it can make your face look really bad, but you just want a nice soft light that's going to be able to light your face up and look really well. Again, is it 100% necessary? I would have to say no. But if you have the ability, how much are these right here? 179 bucks. And I'm sure you can find some that are cheaper. And I'm sure you could find some that are used if you wanted to get some lights just to step your game up a little bit. Because I'm telling you what, lighting is everything when it comes to, and if you ask any photographer, they'll tell you lighting is everything. When it comes to making videos, lighting is everything. You can have the nicest equipment and the nicest space in the world, but if it ain't properly lit, it's going to look like crap. So that's one thing you want to take a look at investing in as well. All right, on to the next piece, the background. Everyone says, Eric, that background's really cool. And they think like I'm in this high production studio and I'm like, I'm in my house, right? I'm in a bedroom. I'm in an office that's literally maybe like 15 by 15. It's not very big at all, right? What I have behind me back here is just a black cloth, right? And it looks really good. I've tested different backgrounds. I have a green screen. I have some backdrops that have like my business logos and stuff like that. But overall, I've found that this black backdrop makes my images look the best. I don't know what it is about the separation from me and the background, but I just get a lot of compliments on it and it looks really good. And again, I can throw a simple logo on my screen and it looks really clean. It looks really professional, right? But regardless of where you shoot at, you want to make sure that you don't have a bunch of junk in the way. Like you want to have a nice set. You want to have a nice dedicated area to where like, okay, this is where I shoot my videos at. This is my light. This is my tripod. This is my desk. This is my table. This is my microphone. And it doesn't move, because if you have a set that's already set up and ready to go, and all you have to do is hit the camera on and go live, it just makes your life a lot easier, and you'll be able to stay a lot more consistent as well. So again, this isn't an absolute necessity, but you want to make sure that you have a space that looks good, that you're satisfied with, that is going to be consistent. Because, for example, if you're going to try to make some consistent live footage, and one day, like, you're in your car, right? You're in your car and you're bouncing down the road shooting a video. And the next day you're in your office, and the next day you're in your bathroom, and the next day you're in your backyard. Like, you're going to get lost in your mind about, okay, where am I going to shoot at today? You don't want to be thinking about where am I going to shoot. You want to be thinking about, what am I going to talk about? How am I going to deliver value to my audience? And if you can eliminate that thought of where am I going to shoot, right? That's just one less thing that you have to think about to prepare yourself. So pro tip right there, definitely have you a good set. Next is the lights. So again, these right here are overkill. These are not requirement. These are just the lights that I use for my backlights to light me up. And the cool thing about these lights right here is that they're set up in a way that you can actually attach a gel to them to turn them different colors. So some of you may have saw my previous videos in the past where it looked like my walls were blue or red or purple or green or something like that. I was using these lights and I had a gel over them, and it's just able to make it look cool, right? You can, let's say you had a gray wall behind you, right? And you had these lights and you had some color gels. You could make it look really cool, and you could switch it up. And it's just something to make your videos look a little bit more engaging. But I would highly recommend, even if it's just an LED light that goes behind you, something to light up the back here. And this is literally just a light on both sides that's lighting me up, that you can see over my shoulders, on my back, just to kind of separate me from the background. Because your videos, you don't want to make them look dull. You don't want to make them look boring. You want to bring as much life to it as you can. And if you can see a clear image that looks really good, that's really lit, you're going to feel a lot more confident once you get on camera. And what do we got next is the microphone, right? So if you ask my wife, this has been overkill for me as well. So there are probably 1,000 different microphones that you could choose from. And I am by no means an audio expert. I probably am more like an audio junkie instead. So this microphone right here, this is a Rode Procaster. So I've got 4 of these right here. These are on Rode microphone stands. But the cool thing about these is that they look cool, right? That's why I bought them, because they look cool and I like them and they match. And I've got a whole bunch, I've got 4 of them. So I've got a nice set. So if I wanted to run a live podcast of 4, I can, which I have done before, right? If I want to set up of 2 or 3, I can. And it's nice to be able to have the options to be able to say, okay, do I want to shoot a live podcast of 1, 2, 3, 4, right? How many people do I want to have on? A big problem that you'll face after that is having people consistently that want to get on the show and talk with you about different things. But again, it's just nice to be able to have something that looks cool, that it motivates me to want to get on camera. It makes me want to talk. It makes me want to use all this equipment that I've invested my time and my resources in. So this microphone that I'm on right now is the Shure SM7b, right? And this is a top of the line microphone. I'm sure it's not like the absolute best of the best, but it is a professional microphone, right? So it's like a $400 microphone, and I bought it. And of course you have to have another $150 piece that attaches to it, the way you can get the sound amplified just how you like it. But if you're listening now, you can tell it sounds really good, right? So again, it's overkill. I also have, for if you're on a budget and you want to take a look at a cheaper form, I have what these are right here. Is these hook into your camera, right? This right here can hook into the audio connection on your camera, and you can run this, right, and put this right here on your shirt, and it's going to sound good, right? It's not going to sound as good as this does sound right now, but it's going to sound a lot better than just having a camera like 5 foot away from you and trying to talk into it. Because every Every microphone on any DSLR camera is junk most of the time. Yes, it works, and yes, you can hear yourself, but overall the quality of it is not going to be there. So anything that you can do to step up the quality of your audio, whether it comes to videos or live videos, is going to be a win for you. So I highly suggest spending some time learning about audio, right? So not only do I have this expensive piece right here and this other expensive piece that goes with it, but I'm also recording this right now on a Rodecaster Pro, right? Again, overkill, but it gives me the ability to do some different things, some things that I typically wouldn't normally be able to do. So that's a topic for another video, but definitely you want to be able to have a microphone, you want it to sound good, and you want to feel confident when you're talking on camera, because you want to make sure that everything that you say is crystal clear. That way you're just spewing genius all over whoever it is that you're talking to. So boom. That's it, folks. That's the live setup. That's what I use on a regular basis to hop on here, and I'm trying to go live every single day for the entire year because I'm still trying to find my message, right? The cool thing about shooting live videos on a regular basis is you can test different messages, right? So I'm constantly in my mind thinking about, what are some cool topics that I think people would care about that would add value to people who either have a business and want to shoot videos, or have a message and want to shoot videos, or just have an itch to learn how to do creative stuff like this. So that's where I'm kind of spending most of my time at. So again, thank you for downloading the 5-minute guide to getting started with Facebook Live. I hope that this video helps. I appreciate you following the channel. I appreciate you showing me some love. And if you have any questions, please reach out, send me a message. You can hit me on YouTube. You can hit me on Facebook. You can message me. And I look forward to responding back. And I'll definitely do anything that I can to consistently add value, because at the end of the day, right, I'm trying to build a business out of this. I think that the more value that I can add to people, the more that I'm able to share about my experience. Again, like if you've been watching my videos up till this point, I've shared with you that it's been the video production and the advertising that's taken a small business that I started and blew it up bigger than I ever dreamed possible. Right. And it's still continuing to grow, and I'm continuing to, now I'm trying to figure out like how to run a business properly and scale and just be efficient and all that stuff. So, but here's the thing, like if you don't have content that people can engage with, you have a serious problem, right? And if you already have a good business that's up and running, you got a steady stream of referrals or sales or whatever it is that keeps your business afloat. If you learn how to take your video productions to the next level, right, over the next 5 years, 10 years, I wouldn't say 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 years out, like you're going to position yourself as the expert in your industry and continue to take the market share of whatever it is you already have and continue to grow on that as well. So again, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good day. Done.